G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm David and today I'm almost ashamed to put this thing on the bench. This would have to be one of the first trees I ever started playing with as bonsai a couple of years ago, probably 3 years ago if I'm honest. I wired the hell out of it, threw it in a bonsai pot and pretty much forgot about it. It got put on the bench, it's been watered, thrown a bit of fertiliser. The tree's healthy enough, but it looks awful. So today I'm going to see if I can redeem myself and try and do something with it. I know absolutely nothing about junipers. Junipers scare the crap out of me, to be honest. About the only thing I really know about them is that you've got to be careful how much foliage you take off. If you take too much off, they can stall and there may be no coming back for this tree if I trim it back too hard. Apart from that, I am clueless. But what I am going to do, I'm going to lift it out of the pot, mainly just to try and clear these weeds up. Take all the wire off and yeah, I don't know, just have a look at it and see what we can do with it because I don't know. I'm guessing that the wire is going to be bitten in ridiculously hard in places. Yeah, so I don't know if there's even anything that's worth keeping on this tree. But I've got to do something with it. I can't just leave it on the bench forever and just keep ignoring it like I've been doing for the past few years. I would imagine it's probably going to be pretty tight in the pot. Actually, I don't even know if I didn't. No, I don't think I tied it in. I should be right. It's yeah, fairly well root bound, I guess. But it has been in there, look, geez, I don't know. Maybe 3 years. It's been in there a while. Next job is going to be getting all that wire off. I can't imagine that I'm going to play this at normal speed. It'll probably be a time lapse, so I'll try and cue some half decent music and fast forward this at a ridiculous speed because I think it's going to take me forever. I think that's it for wire. So immediately, the problems that we have, you've got very thick branch up the top here, thin branches, all where these been wired. Because they've been wired so tight and not taken care of, they haven't been allowed to thicken up properly. Whereas a branch like this that didn't have wire on it, this one up here, has just gone nuts. So that is bad. Unless we're going to do something like a literati or something and we're just going to keep that and ditch everything else. But I don't know that that trunk could handle that. Let's get rid of these weeds and shit around the base. Let's see a bit of what we're dealing with down here. A lot of branches you can't really see it, but the wire's bitten in so bad at the very base of the branch that it's the thinnest part of the branch and they're super weak. And I left so many branches on here, I don't even know what I was thinking. Just thinking I wanted to wire shit up and not have a think about what I'm doing. So how do we bring this tree back? And all those bottom branches that are wired are ugly as hell. And I'm concerned if I trim too much off that I'm just going to set the tree back. It's too thick to bend, I think. You reckon I could bend it as a literati? I've got some raffia there. Could raffia the trunk up. Probably wrap 3 lots of that 4mm wire around it and go to town. But if that's the case, we're only leaving that much foliage. There's a fair bit of growth on that, but is that going to kill the thing or what? You know what? I haven't given a shit about this tree for 3 years since I wired it. It's not going to be the end of the world if it dies, but it's got a considerable amount of foliage out on those couple of branches. In my eyes, these will be doing bugger all for the tree. There's barely any new growth on them. I'm going to go with my gut because I don't know junipers, but I'm generally not too bad at reading what a tree will handle. So far, it's got to be the first time that I screw one up, doesn't it? Right, so I'm going to trim everything off, bar this one here, I think. I'll come all the way up. I'll decide between that one and that one. Whichever one we choose gives us a nice sharp angle there, a fair amount of healthy growth, which should keep the tree running. But then we need to go to town on the trunk and get some pretty serious bends in it. If we can't do that, then that's a waste of time. That's just going to be a stupid looking tree. I think we can do something with it. Righto. Should I leave one somewhere for a gin? Ooh, maybe. I would have to leave it grow out for a fair while. I might leave this one here. It's probably the fattest of them. Although this one's probably the least wire damaged. I'll leave the bottom one, maybe. I still can't decide, so I'll go around it for now. Avoid the problem as long as you can, and then make a decision later. There's more taper into that one, and most of the growth goes up in one branch. This one splits into 2. This one splits into 2 main branches. Most of this is all just small side branches off one main one, so that, yeah, I don't know, but then this one goes out straight further. I still like that one better. Alright, here we go. Oh, I'm sorry, tree. If you don't make it, I'm sorry. Actually, that could be a gin too, couldn't it? I don't work with these bloody conifers often. I don't even give gins a second thought. Do we even want to keep either of those? I think if any, it's going to be the top one. Well, it is now. Whew. Oh man, alive. What are we doing? Might leave it at that, I reckon. Probably just going to try and anchor under a root somewhere. Wherever we can get them, really. I don't think it's going to matter to the tree too much at all. Now, I'm going to go like that. Beautiful. I'm hoping for a little redemption on this video because I filmed one earlier today. Well, started filming one. On my little windswept Melaleuca, I was pretty keen to get in and give it a good styling, which I did, only to find that my phone camera had shut off after 15 minutes. So I got video of me doing half a job with raffia, and that was it. So, not impressed. All the way up and around. There we go. I don't even know if we're going to be able to bend this, to be honest. I've seen videos of people bending the hell out of junipers, but I don't know if I'm brave enough for that. Someone going to come cry with me if I snap this tree. I know I said I don't really care, but that's probably not the truth. As much as I've ignored this tree, I would like it to survive. I can probably bend that down that way. Ooh. That sounded like a split to me, which it is. Oh. It's not doing anything. That doing anything? Doesn't look like it's doing anything to me. I can't put any more wire on it. Starting to get some shape in it. I don't know if it's good shape or what, but maybe we could end up planting it on a bit of an angle like that. A little gin coming up the top. Maybe one out here. Leave that grow. You reckon that's enough? Yeah, it's starting to split open on the where that branch is, so I'm not going to go any further. What else have we got? That looks a little bit contrived to me. I'm hoping, even though we've wired it in that position, that once it sets and we unwire it might just spring open a little bit. But we can probably change what it looks like by adjusting the angle that we're viewing it at. That might be the way we do deal with that. Yeah, we could change the viewing angle a little, maybe. And by also putting it up in a pot like that. I hope I haven't signed his death warrant, but, well, poor thing was going nowhere where he was. And I'll leave that back one just to give him a bit of strength, I suppose. And it's an option if I've killed off that one. This one's probably an option if I've killed that one. I'm sure there's plenty of people going to watch this that have played with junipers, because junipers are one of the most popular trees in bonsai. Is it going to live or die? Let me know. And when we check back in a couple of months, we'll find out who's right and who's wrong. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.